Pakistan cricket at its best. 1 minute down, next minute up.
Okay, thanks very much, everybody, for joining me once again. My guest today is somebody who I'm really surprised that people don't know too much about. He's the first Pakistani to become an ECB Level 4 qualified coach. He's coached all around the world, including countries like Norway. He's former first-class cricketer. He's worked with the likes of Mohammad Asif in first-class cricket, worked a lot on Mohammad Asif's bowling technique and bowling action over the years when he was playing. And he's currently the head coach of the Qatar national team. A very warm welcome to Mohammad Haroon. Haroon bhai, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Haroon bhai, tell us first and foremost about the standard of cricket in Qatar and your job that you're doing out there.
The standard here is quite decent. We play most of the cricket on the turf pitches now. And my current role is I have a whole men's pathway. I'm in charge of the whole men's pathway. It starts from age group cricket to the A-team level. Recently, I was given a extra assignment to coach the national team, which I did. I think Qatar might be looking for someone else to do that job now. But so far, it has been really fantastic. The growth here in last year since I am here has been quite impressive. A lot of motivation gone into the system when they saw new vision of the board and me working for them. So it has been quite decent.
How close are Qatar in qualifying for tournaments such as the T20 World Cup? Obviously, we're seeing the likes of USA, and it always seems to be the likes of Netherlands and those teams that qualify. How far are Qatar away from those teams?
I don't know if many people know. Qatar recently played a tournament in Oman, which was ACC's Premier Cup, and the top two teams they qualified for the Asia Cup, which is very close to qualify the World Cup. So once you qualify for the Asia Cup, then you are very likely to make it to the next level. It's all about getting once the team is settled. I think it's just a matter of times you will see Qatar playing in the World Cup.
Haroon bhai, you're a level 4 ECB qualified coach. As I said at the start, you're the first Pakistani to attain that qualification. How come you've never worked for the Pakistan Cricket Board? Are you overqualified to work for the Pakistan Cricket Board?
You know, I've been living in England for a long time. There were some connections made a few years back. They wanted me to come in the coach education, PCB. But for me, I think I would like to work in a environment where I can make a huge difference, not only in coach education, in other areas as well. So if a role comes which is suitable, where I can see I can perform and make a progress, then definitely it will be a good motivator to be with the PCB. So far, there's no contacts, or I never had a keen interest to join PCB.
Recently, the Pakistan Cricket Board have suggested a master coach role. So that's something new that they're going to bring in within the coaching structure within Pakistan Cricket. Is that something that interests you? And what does a master coach do?
There's a concept that one guy who will be most qualified, maybe someone from foreign, maybe someone from local, who will come and we will see the area of whole coach development and who will mentor the other coaches. That's what I think the PCB is looking into. I think the better role is to be a director of cricket role. If they are looking for a master coach only, that area is very restricted with the coaching only. I think the role PCB needs is a bigger role where a director of cricket can look into not only the other coaches, the coach education, but the other parts as well. Pathway development, for example, giving the right advice and implementing the right plans which are agreed by the board. And obviously, if the person who shares the same vision as the PCB comes with the background of similar sort of job, then I think it will work great. But it has to be a continuous process because these sort of roles, you can't expect that improvement will be done in 1 year. You have to have a plan, a vision, and then you have to work out how long this will take. And obviously, throughout that plan, there should be small benchmarks. Okay, in 1 year, we have to do this. Next year, we have to do this. And third year, we have to do this. So if there is a plan to bring someone to oversee whole cricket development, from development to performance and coach education and mentoring the other coaches, I think that will be a more suitable role.
Awfully frustrating, though, as somebody with a level 4 qualification, to see time and again unqualified coaches with very little qualifications being given important jobs within the Pakistan Cricket Board.
Saj bhai, as you know, Pakistan cricket is evolving. There are still people there. They say, why you need a coach anyway? Captain is there to do all things. I can share a survey done by ECB, I think a few years back, where the question was asked from all the county players, all the first-class county players, that who influenced your performance, coach or the captain? And the result came out, 97% players said the coach influenced over performance, bad or good, whatever. 3% said captain. In Pakistan, maybe that tilt is different. Maybe the Pakistani culture is not fully towards having a coach with all the leadership role. And still there are people who played cricket in those days because, we go with our own beliefs. So people are still in the dilemma that do they need a full-time qualified coach, or someone who played a lot of cricket is enough to coach, or they don't even need a coach and just captain is good enough. But as you know, modern day cricket, coaching has to be, coaching is not something which you will become overnight or in few days. It is a process of learning. It's a process of self-awareness. It's a process of not knowing one way to be successful. It has to be that every person, doesn't matter if that person is a world class or just a normal first class cricketer, he has to improve. And the qualification makes you aware of all this. And most importantly, not only gives you knowledge, but it makes you capable to implement all this. Lot of knowledge in Pakistani cricket, obviously, some world class players there. They are well aware what is required, but how to implement, that's the key. And I think the Pakistan lacks in that. And that comes with the studies, with a lot of, obviously, work in this area. And it's a process. So coaching itself is a learning, There's a saying that, player is a university and a coach is a student. So the people who wants to really help players develop, they have to understand them first. They have to know why they want to play cricket, at what stage they are in their careers. And that only comes if you are very open to learning, not what you knew 10 years ago, but what you know now and what you are doing in next few years to learn more.
And Haroon bhai, Pakistani players, do you think they work better with foreign coaches or local coaches?
Players at this level, they love to be better. People who play elite level sports, in any sport, obviously that is their living, all the fame, all the all the standard of living it brings. They want to be better. Whoever will be their coach, who is making them feel confident and making them improve the game, they won't mind. But we have a structure, something which are linked with a culture. When there is a respect element comes, they always say, oh, we are taught by this guy, you know. So in the media, it comes differently. But I know many players who wants to learn from people who they can't name in front of the camera. But the local coaches, the ex-players, if you see them working with the team just for a month, if a player performs, straight away they come with that player in front of the media, and that players praise them. Oh, this bhai, ex-bhai helped me a lot in my career. So I think the openness needs to be a little bit better, and the people who are organizing all this, they are bringing foreign coaches or local coaches. They have to be aware that is player genuinely improving. If the player is genuinely improving and it shows in the data as well, that coach is good enough. It could be local, it could be foreign.
What do you make of the Gary, Kirsten, Jason Gillespie choices as Pakistan head coaches at the moment? One obviously red ball and one for white ball.
I think both have been very successful in their careers. Jason Gillespie, when he was in Yorkshire recently, he was quite successful, and he has played good standard of cricket as well. He knows coming in Pakistan and working, they will find it different, because obviously there's a lot of media pressure and the expectations are always high. And suddenly a foreign coach doesn't perform in one series. Suddenly the ex-cricketers who are always jobless, they come in front of the media and they start bashing the coach. And the pressure comes, and then obviously when the team doesn't do well, there are always players inside the camp as well who in the team who becomes unsure. So the foreign coaches, what they do, they go, because people will not come to work in Pakistan only just for the sake of dollars. They know what the project they are going into and what they can contribute in that project. And obviously that is their livelihood, their career. So they will come to Pakistan or any other country by thinking, will it help their career grow? Not just some extra $1,000 for the sake of dollars. So I'm sure if Jason Gillespie and Gary Kirsten have joined the Pakistani team, they have planned to do things.
And
Otherwise, they won't come.
And finally, Haroon, Pakistan cricket at the moment is really down. Very poor T20 World Cup, slipping in the test rankings. The ODI team doesn't, look as strong as it once did. Where is Pakistan cricket going wrong?
Look, we can write a book on Pakistani cricket's going wrong, but rather than talking in too much wider scenario, I just touch a little bit where it was and where it is now. It was departmental cricket. I know a lot of people will say it was great, and some people will say it was not good. Departmental cricket was giving people a platform without any what you call in Urdu सिफारिश. कोई सिफारिश के बगैर लोग वहां जाते थे. बहुत थोड़े लोग थे जो सिफारिश के साथ डिपार्टमेंट में जाते थे, और सिफारिश के साथ अगर कोई चले भी जाता था ना, वो सर्वाइव नहीं कर सकता. उनको जाहिर है जो कोचेस एंड द मैनेजर्स हु वर in charge of those teams, they had their careers linked with those players. So the departmental cricket was doing great. There were 3 tiers of departments when it all got finished. One departments, obviously, they were playing first class cricket, and they started having their own grounds, which was excellent. And in future, I am sure they would have done academies as well. Second tier was the grade 2 departments, from where the demotion and the promotion process was happening, linking with the first class. And there was another very important part, just small companies, they were playing cricket, just one-day cricket. In Karachi, I know many companies. There are some in Lahore as well. I'm sure in other part of the Pakistan, they were as well. But that suddenly got banned. And that left a huge gap. Last 3-4 years have been the worst in Pakistan cricket since the closure of the department. It did not work because Pakistan is a huge country. You need more stakeholders to come, and it's very common sense. The departments were not charging, they were spending their own money in cricket. So it's not only that we close the door on the department and the department representing players and coaches, but actually we stop that ever so important funding coming in through the departments as well into cricket. So I think that was a big mistake. Now they have started. I'm sure they will come back strong again. Regarding the Pakistani team, I think Pakistani team recently we made Sarfraz captain a few years back, and he was a wicketkeeper, and we all know only one wicketkeeper is required in the side of 11. And Sarfraz was made captain in all 3 formats. So that means every other good wicketkeeper in the country will not get a chance to represent Pakistan until Sarfraz goes, because he was captain of all 3 formats. That was a big mistake. But after that, when he settled, he's a nice guy, a good leader, I believe. He worked with the professional coaches. I'm sure he did a great job with the boys and for the Pakistan. The numbers doesn't lie anyway. And then suddenly he was removed from the captaincy and he was removed from the team as well. So imagine a certain culture in the team was developed by a captain and the coach, and you remove everything, and then you have to start from the A again. And then, funny enough, the same people who were talking in big favor of Sarfraz to be a captain couple of years back, the same people start saying, no, he's not good enough. Then obviously things changed, but we had to bring Babar in for all 3 formats again. I think that was not a clever move again. The idea of having 2 captains, white ball and red ball captain, is working in most countries. I'm sure it can work in Pakistan with the great success. Like we have 2 coaches, now we can have 2 captains. Now I'm just going to touch on Babar's captaincy. Babar is one of the greatest player Pakistan ever produced. The number of matches he has played for Pakistan, his performance is phenomenal. So he deserves all the credit, he deserves all the respect, and he deserves all the praise he is doing with the bat for the team. Regarding captaincy, now the new coach is in the camp. Obviously, he joined the team. Now, what he will think about the captain? Captain has to be an automatic choice to be in the 11. And in this World Cup, which is just finished for Pakistan, this T20 World Cup, how many players we think are the permanent choice, automatic choice in the team? Not many. So I think the new coach and new management might still leave Babar as a captain. Though I don't think he's one of the brightest as a captain, but at least he's always in the team. He's very reliable. People can say, oh, his strike rate is this, his strike rate is that. But if you take Babar away, you don't have anything in Pakistan. You don't have a middle order. And one of the big reasons Babar doesn't fulfill the expectations of few people who just do Babar bashing, because he has to be responsible to win the match. In the last match against Ireland, he scored 30 odd runs, then Pakistan actually crossed the line. Otherwise, that would have been something different again. So Babar's inclusion and Babar's presence in Pakistani team, especially in the batting order, is a vital part of Pakistan's success. Has been, and it will be in near future. Regarding captaincy, I think captaincy has to be given to someone who can be, permanent part of the team, but who is more inclusive sort of guy. One thing we make mistake, we expect captain to be leader and leader to be captain. Ideally, if we can have captain and leader both in one person, is ideal. But it's not easy to find a leader and the captain at the same time. Babar still can be a leader in the team. Doesn't matter if he is captain or not. He still will have respect of the guys. Captain, because captain's job is just to implement the plan and take care of the, all the bureaucratic part as well. He doesn't have to be too much on the face. There are many great examples in many countries where captains were not leaders; they were just captains. But teams produce very, very good results. Leader-wise, you can have 3-4 leaders in the team. Shaheen can be a leader for the team as well. Doesn't have to be captain. Babar can be a leader in the team. Doesn't have to be captain. Captain can be someone else who can just keep the boys together and keep everything functional. Head coach,
Haroon bhai, some good thoughts from you there in terms of improving Pakistan cricket, and obviously your thoughts about the Pakistan Cricket Board and various other topics there. So really appreciate your time. Thank you very much, and wish you all the best for the future. And who knows, we might see you working for the Pakistan Cricket Board one day. But if not, keep up the good work with Qatar and anywhere else that you're working. Really appreciate your time. Thank you very much. All the best for the future.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care.